Hi, friends. It's Deanna Williston. With Our Blooming Catholic Life. I don't know how to get these to show up in your feed that I'm going live until I do. Still working on that. See if it's going to come up now. Here we go. I can put this up so I can see the live chat. Should any of you be chat on there? I know I may be missing some people this morning who have gone to Mass at this time. But also I need to go to Mass today, so I need to film this at a time when I'm not there. I know. This is what you get from a live show from me first thing in the morning. So today it is day 6 of our St. Michael's Lent. I've really been enjoying Sister Mary of St. Peter and of the Holy Family's month of the Holy Infant Jesus. We are in the really large section that we're looking at each month of the Virgin Mary's pregnancy. And so let's just go ahead and begin our prayers. Again, if you do Lectio Divina with me, you already have a prayer journal where you write your prayers in the book from the back to the front. See, and I've written myself a little index page even. So we'll begin as we always do with the sign of the cross. In nomine Patris et Fillii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. St. Francis's prayer before the Crucifix. Summe gloriose Deus, illumina tenebras, cordis mihi, et da mihi fidem rectam Spem certam et caritatem perfectam. Domine ut faciam tuum sanctum et verax mandatum. And all these prayers can be found in the description for this video. So next we'll pray the Angele Dei, the Laudate Dominum, and then we'll go into our meditation. And then I did find out the prayers that are on the Holy Face medal, and so I'll share those with you as well. Angele Dei, qui custos es mihi, me tibi commissum pietate superna, hodie illumina, custodi rege et guberna. Amen. The Laudate Dominum. Alleluia. Laudate Dominum omnes gentes, laudate eum omnis populi. Conium confirmata est super nos misericordia eius, et veritas Domini manet in aeternum. And I've found today that some of the versions of the Angele Dei don't have the hodie or hoc nocte in there. That was added in the English, and then people reversed Latinized it, but that's not in it. So we can pray that without that in there as well. The Angele Dei, qui custos es mihi, me tibi commissum pietate superna, illumina, custodi rege et guberna. Amen. So let's look, what month would this be for our little baby Jesus? This would be Mary's 5th month. And remember, it's not exact because the way doctors figure pregnancy is from the first day of your last period. But of course, Mary actually knew her actual conception day. It was told to her by an angel. So she is actually 2 weeks roughly off from the official medical, modern medical terminology. But this is what we know. In the 5th month of pregnancy, what the common websites say is a baby is about 6 inches and about 10 ounces. At this point, looking at that sweet little infant Jesus over here, imagine he's 6 inches, 10 ounces. He can suck his thumb, yawn, stretch, and make faces. And even mom can feel the movements. So imagine what this is like for the Blessed Virgin. She could feel baby Jesus moving inside her at this point. And that had to be massively exciting for her, especially, right? Because she's having quite the mystical pregnancy there where it was announced to her by an angel. And at this point, she can feel the baby moving. And that has to be amazing. Now, in her day and age, they technically didn't know that babies could suck thumbs, yawn, and stretch and make faces then. They couldn't see it on ultrasounds. But if you're a mom, you can tell something. You can feel these movements. I love how they say mom can feel the movements. You can especially feel when the baby stretches. You might not know that they're making faces or sucking their thumb, but something is going on in there. And what a great thing for Mary to ponder in her heart all the inner workings of Jesus as he's being knit together in her womb. And how is baby Jesus being knit together in your life? You are probably at some stage in your spiritual journey as well. Is Jesus in you? Like when you do things, does he make faces? Does he stretch? Does he reach? Does he give you hints of what's going on? We always talk about the interior life and how people feel the presence of God. Some people actually like hear a voice. They don't hear it auditorily, but they hear it like inside. Some people have a feeling. Some people do have sensory, like tactile sensations. And so it's kind of like this phase, right? Where baby Jesus would be sucking his thumb, yawning, stretching, making faces. You can feel that movement of Jesus within you at some stage of your spiritual life. And you can know that he's growing and changing within you. And we give God all praise and glory for that. That's just, it's mind-blowing and amazing, right? So contemplate that throughout your day. How is Jesus growing and moving within you? And we can contemplate the incarnation, what it was like for Mary when this was happening with her. Now, we've got some of this inspiration from this book, The Golden Arrow, The Revelations of Sister Mary of St. Peter of the Holy Face. And so I do know a lot of Franciscans especially have been looking at the Holy Face prayer, but a lot of people have. And so my friend had gifted me a Holy Face chaplet, and I had it out yesterday and showed you the images. On one side, it is a holy face of Jesus, and on another, it is the Eucharist. And so I wanted to find out, I was trying to read the little prayers that are on there, but I did have that. I found that on a YouTube channel that talks about them a little bit more. I believe it's Cordis Fidelis. I'll have to look it up and link that for you. So there are two little prayers. The first one there is Illumina Domine Voltum Tuum Super Nos. And on the back, it's Mane Nobiscum Domine. Now, why are those little prayers something that you may want to learn? They're very pertinent to these meditations that we're doing. So the first one is really like, let your face, O Lord, shine down upon us. Or let your face, Lord, illumine us. So as the baby Jesus, as we're meditating on him and his face is, fully formed and he's starting to make those expressions, we want baby Jesus to let his face shine upon us. But okay, so there is a physical face, but there's also, we want God to look at us, to behold us. We've been talking about that in Lectio Divina, what behold is. Behold is not just seeing. It's like gazing on someone with love, really encompassing the whole of the person in your gaze. It's not just seeing a friend or something. When you look at that friend or you look at your mom, you're just seeing all of them. We all know when we're being beholden because it's such a beautiful thing. In contrast that, in the modern, not just in the modern world, in any world, when people are looking at you with lust or they're only seeing one part of you, and perhaps you're only presenting one part of yourself to them. Like I tell people I can get very tasky. And when I do that, you can tell people kind of shut down. But when I make the extra effort with hospitality to be welcoming and opening and really say, hey, I see you as a person. Tell me your needs. Tell me your story. How can we grow together in this life of faith? Their attitude, they soften. People soften and really open to you. They bloom as a flower. And that is when God lets his light shine upon us. And we can open and we can be who we were truly meant to be when God beholds us, right? And that's what we want. And I think that's why, in the Old Testament, it's like people can't behold God because he is too awesome, but also that light is going to illuminate some of our faults as well. And it's going to make us not like our faults. You know how it is when there's a strong light on you and you, that blemish over here, or, my hair is sticking up over here. When I didn't know about those faults, they didn't bother me at all. But once they're illuminated, once I can see them, I'm like kind of obsessed with them, aren't I? I don't know about you, but you know I am. And here we're saying, no, Lord, let your light shine upon us. But also by the light of Christ, we can be purified and we can be healed of those things. And so, no, like suddenly this spot over here isn't going to be healed, or this little scar isn't going to be gone because I'm sitting in front of the Eucharist. but I'm not going to care about them as much. I'm going to be looking inward, and I'm going to be looking and begging the Lord to purify me and make me whole and make me into He knows I am, to who He is beholding, who He loves. Make me into that, Lord. So the little prayer that's on the back with the Eucharist is Mene nobiscum Domine. Remain with us, Lord. And the person who was teaching this prayer on his YouTube channel says it really reminds him of the road to Emmaus. And that full line in there is, remain with us, Lord, for it is growing dark. And so that is beautiful. Remain with us, Lord, for it was growing dark. And on the other side, let your face, O Lord, illuminate us, shine down upon us. Beautiful prayers. They don't quite translate perfectly into English, do they? But there's so much meaning packed in there, and that's why I wanted to unpack that just a little bit for you today. And you can say that even to little baby Jesus as he is growing within you as you go to Mass today, and you may receive communion, or you may not be able to go to Mass in person. I know, it's getting towards fall here in the U.S., and there's a lot of colds and various things going on, as well as allergies are hitting quite a high today where I am. And a lot of people are pretty miserable, and they have allergies, and it's like cold and flu season starting. And so they're not wanting to spread it. So I know people may be watching Mass on the live stream today, and so doing a spiritual communion. So you may want to know these prayers. Illumine. Sorry, this is a little ant walking in my book. Illumina Domine voltum tuum super nos. Super easy to say, right? And the other one is Mene nobiscum Domine. Or you could say them in English. Let your face, O Lord, shine down upon us. Illuminate us, O Lord. Or remain with us, Lord. Those are such beautiful prayers. And I'm going to just go ahead and let you meditate on these things today. Let's have our blessing of Brother Leo, and I'll let you go. Benedicat tibi Dominus et custodiat te, ostendat Dominus faciam sum ad te, et misereatur tui convertet Dominus voltum sum ad te, et Dominus bonus det tibi pacem. Amen. In nomine Patris et Fillii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. God bless you, friends. Thank you for joining me. I hope this is blessing you in some way. Put any prayer requests that you have below. Everybody's been joining in. There's been a number of people in here. So if you are working on something, especially this St. Michael's Lent, put a name, put a prayer request, whatever down below. God bless you, friends.